Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Here we are going to discuss about summary points for electrical and electronic measurements. Summary points means just to have a brush up before the what exam, right? For that only we are doing this. Now, if you look at this syllabus is there, but which formulas we need to focus and what points we need to observe. For that only we are giving this for this subject now. Now if you look at that measurement point of view, right? First we are going with electromechanical indicating instruments. In that we listed everything in this table, means what is the kind of instrument and what is the deflecting torque and deflection and the scale, like linear scale, non-linear scale, and what quantities we are measuring, right? That we will see in this session, right? Now first instruments, when we see like PMMC instrument, that is permanent magnet moving coil instrument. Permanent magnet moving coil instrument, what is the amount of deflecting torque here? Band I we are saying. B means it is a flux density. A is the what cross section area of the coil. N is the what number of turns in the coil, right? I is the what current flowing through the coil. So this is the what deflecting torque in that PMMC instrument. And controlling torque means, if you notice in all these instrument we got Kc into theta, means we are using what? Spring control method. Okay, spring control method means we get Kc into theta, means Kc means spring control constant, that is theta is what point of deflection. If I use gravity control method means we get Kc into sin theta we get. But here in all these instruments we use standard method for producing the what controlling torque. What is that? Spring control method. And when you equate both, we get expression for what? Deflection, means whenever deflecting torque is equal to controlling torque, then we get expression for pointed deflection, that is BAN by Kc. So for a particular instrument all these are constant. So when you observe the relation between the input and output, that is deflection and the what is the input here? Current flowing through the moving coil. So that is what? Theta proportional to I means scale is what? Linear. Linear scale means it gives only DC quantity, but you can measure both voltage as well as current. So which quantity it will give? Basically DC, voltage as well as current. But whether it gives RMS or average value. So DC and scale is linear, so it will give only average value. So it will not give any response to what? RMS quantity. That is the observation when it comes to what? A PMMC instrument. What about moving iron? That is MI means moving iron type instrument. When you notice the what? Deflecting torque, I is the what? Current flowing through the fixed coil, that is I square by 2. DL by d theta means it is the change in self inductance with respect to deflection, right? And again, as usual, we observed a spring control method. When you combine, this is the result for what? Moving iron instrument deflection. And if you notice, theta proportional to what? I square, means the scale is non-linear, means non-linear or square law instrument you can call, or cramped scale you can call, non-uniform scale you can call. Non-uniform means you can read both AC as well as what? DC quantities, and it especially gives what? Only RMS value. It reads both AC and DC quantity but gives only what? RMS quantity. This is the observation when it comes to what? Moving iron type instrument. EMMC is the what? Combination of PMMC as well as what? Moving iron. How it is a combination? Moving coil we are selecting from PMMC and fixed coil we are selecting from moving iron. So it is a combination of both PMMC and moving iron type instrument. What is the full form here? Electromagnet moving coil instrument you can call, or electrodynamic type moving coil instrument, or electrodynamic type instrument. So what is the result for deflecting torque? It is I1, I2. I1 is the current flowing through the fixed coil. I2 is the current flowing through the moving coil. Cosine of phase angle difference between the two currents into dm by dθ. What is dm by dθ? Change of mutual inductance with respect to what? Deflection. This is the what? Result. Again, same spin control method we are using. When you equate, we get what? Deflecting torque. But still, if you notice, theta proportional to I square means scale is what? Non-linear. Non-linear scale means it always gives what? RMS value, so that you can measure what? Both AC and what? DC quantities. Means voltage, current you can measure. But how it is specially preferred for what? Power measurement in AC circuit. If you notice, power consumed by the circuit in AC means what is that? VI cos phi. Observe this difference. If you are able to convert one current into the form of voltage, then directly the instrument is used to measure the what? Power consumed by the load in what? AC. That is the reason why EMMC is preferred to measure the what? Power in what? AC circuit. What about ESV? Means electrostatic voltmeters. Electrostatic voltmeters means only similar to that moving iron type instrument, but it is mainly working based on the current, and it is mainly working based on the voltage, working based on electrostatic effect, right? V square by 2 dc by dt means change in capacitance with respect to deflection. When you consider that spin control method, this is the what result when you equate deflecting torque and controlling torque. Here also we got nonlinear relation, theta proportional to V square. Nonlinear relation means it always gives what? RMS value only. RMS means again it can read both AC and what? DC quantities. Got the point? All these instruments are what? Electromechanical indicating instruments, and working based on what? Different physical effects. Okay, right? We are using different physical effects to produce this what? Deflecting torque. So moving iron type instrument, PMMC, EMMC, all these are working based on what? Magnetic effect. This is working based on electrostatic effect. These are the instruments, okay, right? And from this area, if you notice, generally question is coming like if a quantity is given or a waveform is given, how that particular meter is reading, like a voltage or current or even wattmeter reading. Got the point? And if you want to extend the what range of that particular ammeter, voltmeter, what we need to do, such possibilities are coming in this area. And we can even have one possibility based on the deflecting torque, as well as what, how it is responding to AC, DC or RMS average. This is one area we can focus. Next we move towards rectifier type instrument. It means it is an application of PMMC instrument, you can call. Even overall we can name that rectifier type instruments are like average reading RMS meter, right? If you notice here, AC quantity we are giving, that is RMS quantity we are giving to this. If I follow with half wave rectifier type, means one diode I am using, but the outcome is like a DC or average type. And if I follow with this, how I am getting sensitivity in half wave rectifier, sensitivity is what? 0.45 times of what? DC sensitivity. What is DC sensitivity? Simply it is a reciprocal of full scale deflection of the meter. And if I am focusing on this multiplier resistance, so this is the what relation. If I write in terms of AC sensitivity, RMS voltage minus RT minus RM. But if I am writing only in terms of DC sensitivity for half wave rectifier type instrument, it is 0.45 times of DC sensitivity into RMS voltage minus diode resistance minus meter resistance. So we have a possibility from what? Multiplier resistance calculations, or even the relation for what? AC sensitivity in terms of DC sensitivity. This is for half wave rectifier type instrument, but here sensitivity is somewhat less when compared with full wave rectifier. How we are achieving full wave rectification? By using a bridge rectifier circuit. If I am considering all the diodes are having same resistance, and what we noticed here, AC sensitivity is what? 0.9 times of DC sensitivity, means it is 90%. Earlier half wave only 45%. Similar fashion, here two diodes are in on position during that particular half cycle. So sequence, when you go with full wave rectification, first like two set of diodes in on position. Next cycle, like again another two set of diodes are in on position. Like that, continuously we are getting what? Positive half cycles, so that we are naming it as full wave rectification. When you write for multiplier resistance, what is the relation? AC sensitivity into RMS voltage minus 2 diodes are in on position, so we are getting what? 2 RD minus RM. If I am expressing in terms of DC sensitivity, I am replacing AC sensitivity by what? 0.9 times of DC into, that is sensitivity into RMS voltage minus 2 RD minus RM. So these expressions we have to memorize in this rectifier type instruments category. We already have some question, even we can expect from this area. Now we will see what are the relations for both ammeter and voltmeter, especially if the instruments are both like PMMC and moving iron type instrument. Ammeter means what we do, generally we add a shunt branch, and that must be what, especially low shunt resistance we place. Right, and if you notice here, we are placing low shunt resistance, and we are going with basically a multiplying factor concept. Means actual current flowing through the meter is only Im, but scaling we done by going with this multiplying factor. When I multiply M for this current, then we get actual current which is flowing in the circuit. Like on this basis only, we generally design the scale. It is a ammeter or voltmeter or even wattmeter. Now what will be the shunt resistance ratio? Means the result Rm by M minus 1 I can write. M I can even replace by I by Im. This is the relation to extend the range of ammeter, even what will be the value of shunt resistance. So useful, even we have some questions on this in previous papers. Next, when it comes to voltmeter, definitely we should have a series resistance. Means basically high series resistance we should place to increase the range of voltmeter. Series resistance means that is Rm into M minus 1 I can take. M means that is V by that is voltage to be measured by voltage of the particular meter. But what is the difference compared to that? Ammeter we need to have manganese swamp resistance, which will be connected in series with the meter to minimize the effect of temperature variation. Basically both Rm and RSC means shunt resistance generally manufactured based on the material, that is manganese. Means we use that manganese material in designing the both shunt resistance as well as series resistance. So these are the relations for PMMC, ammeter and voltmeter. Now when we go with the moving iron type ammeter, what is the difference? It is basically represented by the fixed coil. Coil consists of resistance, inductance. So to minimize the effect of inductance, definitely shunt coil we are placing, and we are selecting same time constant for shunt branch as well as meter, so that will have these same relations what we observed for the PMMC ammeter. Means to identify the reading or multiplying factor independent of frequency, a shunt coil must be connected, and same time constant must be there for shunt coil as well as meter. Now when we go with the voltmeter, how to compensate the frequency? To make the multiplying factor independent of frequency or the reading independent of frequency, a capacitor is connected in parallel with a series resistance. What will be the value? In general, that is Lm by Rac square. But if you use a specific frequency, this is the change, that is 0.41 Lm by Rac square. This is only valid for frequency 50 Hz. For other frequencies, we get some other value of capacitance. But in general, if you only write independent expressions based on that capacitance, means we get Lm by Rac square. So these are the relations for these PMMC and moving iron ammeter and voltmeter. Next we will see for EMMC as well as electrostatic voltmeters. EMMC instrument, when we take, that is electromagnet moving coil instrument, combination of fixed coil and moving coil. But here in both ammeter as well as voltmeter, we are dividing the fixed coil into two equal sections to get the uniform field in the circuit. What we are doing? For the moving coil, we are placing a shunt coil so that the multiplying factor is independent of frequency, and we get this relation, that is I1 I2 cosine of phase angle difference between I1 I2 into dm by dθ. And if you notice, final result, deflection is directly proportional to square of the current passing through it. Means I1 I2, you can even write I square means a square law instrument, so scale is non-linear, you can measure both AC and DC current. Voltmeter means all this means two fixed coil and moving coil all are connected in series, and whatever the voltage we measured we are applying at this position. But additional to this, we are connecting high series resistance which is non-inductive type, so that you can express anyway all these are connected in series, so current is same, that I can write it as V square by the impedance, that is Kc into dm by dθ. Means overall, if you notice again, theta proportional to V square, right? Square law instrument, like if it is ammeter or voltmeter. Coming to the electrostatic voltmeter, static effect means basically behavior is similar to our capacitance. So basic meter we are indicating with capacitance, and it can read only voltage V, but we want to extend towards a greater voltage V by connecting a series capacitance. Anyway, multiplying factor means always greater voltage to full scale voltage or range of that particular meter. When you simplify, we are expressing this multiplying factor in terms of the capacitance 1 plus meter capacitance by series capacitance, which we are connecting to extend the range. And if I write only for the capacitance which we are connecting to extend the range of the meter, we'll get this capacitance of the meter by m minus 1 you can write, or even multiplying factor also we can write it as voltage measured to the what full scale voltage minus 1. This is the way we extend the what range of ammeter and voltmeter in these different instruments.